It's time for my 2021 Jeep Gladiator EcoDiesel review. About 2.5 months ago, I bought the 2021 EcoDiesel Gladiator in the 80th Anniversary Sport Edition. I will go over some things, talk about fuel economy, my opinion on the performance, things like that. But first, we're going to step outside and we're going to take a look at what I've upgraded and some of the changes that I've made to the Jeep. Up front, we have the Warren Xeon 10S winch, Factor 55 Ultra, and we're running the Synergy adjustable track bar. We did Evo 2.5-inch lift coils, Fox monotube shocks, KMC KM544 Mesa wheels, and of course BFG 371350 R17 KM3s. We're running geometry correction brackets with the stock trailing arms. We've also added Rubicon OEM flares and rock sliders. In the rear, we run a Terraflex track bar relocation bracket. Again, Evo 2.5-inch coils. We have a full-size spare and matching KMC wheel. On the roof, we have my own home-built roof rack. And on the hood, we have the Cascadia 80-watt VSS system. In the bed, I've installed a 12-volt outlet and a USB outlet with a voltage gauge. All right, let's get on to what everybody's really waiting to hear about, performance and fuel mileage. First thing I noticed out of the gate when I brought the Gladiator home was the handling and the fuel mileage. The handling seems substantially better than my 2020 Gladiator with a 3.6 liter. Come to find out, it would appear that the diesel Gladiators have the same frame as the Mojave, so it is stiffer, and they also have the cast steering box rather than the aluminum steering box, and cast knuckles instead of aluminum knuckles. I think these three things combined kind of stiffen it up, give it a little more roadworthy feel than the gas Gladiator. Fuel mileage. I've been really impressed with the fuel mileage on this Jeep. Straight highway use, I'm getting about 24 miles per gallon, combined about 18. Real cold days when the truck's idling a lot on the job, because I use this for a work truck, or putting around on the trails, the worst I've seen is 16 miles per gallon. My brother-in-law drove it when we went down to King of the Hammers to race for 2021. He pulled my Geo Pro 16 BH trailer from Wyoming down to Johnson Valley. He averaged about 12.5 miles per gallon. Let me tell you, the 442 foot-pounds of torque makes a huge difference when towing. There's no comparison to the 3.6 liter for towing. The diesel is hands down better. I know when you get into some higher weights, it has a lower towing capacity just due to cooling issues for packaging in the Gladiator. But hands down, I prefer the diesel Jeep for towing over the gas Jeep. The main reason for buying the EcoDiesel Gladiator was for a daily driver and work truck. I just got enough into my other Jeep, it didn't make sense to keep wearing it out on the highway. If I had the chance to start over again with only one Jeep and I had the choice between the diesel and the 3.6 liter gas, hands down, I would pick the diesel to start with. The extra torque and the mileage and range is just worth it. A lot of people have tried doing comparisons saying that they're not worth it because the oil change won't ever pay for itself in fuel savings. I get that, but that's not really my thing. Torque is worth a lot to me. The range is worth a lot to me. It's not just about the fuel mileage. Another concern I've heard a lot about is cold starts. They got to be plugged in, and people going on about it, people that probably have no experience with the 3-liter EcoDiesel. I'm telling you right now, my coldest start has been below 20 degrees below Fahrenheit, and it was not plugged in. It started up just fine. I've never had an issue with it starting. It's always started great, warms up fine. All in all, just a comfortable Jeep. I drive it every day. I drive it on the highway. I drive it on the job site. I'm in the dirt every day. A lot of times on the way home, I'll hit a different 2-track to kind of do a little exploring. It's a good way to wind down for the day after a long day of work. I love this thing. I couldn't recommend them enough. If you're looking for a Gladiator, it's the way to go, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a follow. If you don't already, also head on over to Instagram and give me a follow there at Wyoming Gladiator.